Good. Uh, good.
Here
Good
we
to
are.
be back, and here we are still.
Here we are, still doing it.
Still doing it.
Episode 43 of Phil and Chase Watch Everything.
I know it's crazy that it's we've been recording for an entire month.
Yeah.
Yeah, for since the last episode, we watched our movies, and we've just been just talking for a month.
Yeah, that's the world's longest episode.
Yes.
100-hour episode.
Yeah, but then we realized we weren't recording, so now
Yeah.
here we are giving you a condensed version of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, world. Well, I guess Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, all that passed.
Yeah.
In the time since our last episode.
I guess we ended Halloween.
Yep.
Ended like the first week of November, and then
Yep. Because our little finale last time was Eddington, is where we left off. Unless you had a little epilogue.
Oh no! Yes, I have Yep. Eddington is where we left off.
Well, I'm thinking, I got like half my shit that I think I'm just gonna save because I'm assuming we're gonna have a little two-parter on our hands.
So I don't know how many movies you have.
Well, hey, it's been a while. Let's do it early.
I have 15.
15 movies. Well, see, as you see, I have my notebook.
Yeah.
But I also have this index card.
Oh.
The index card are TV shows. I watch so many TV shows. I was like, I need to write this shit down.
Oh, goddamn. I just write my TV shows with my movie list.
Oh, not me.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah. I had no reason to keep track of the TV shows until recently. So it's like, I got years worth of just movies in these books. I ain't gonna start telling you. Although there are some exceptions with like miniseries and shit.
Oh.
If I sit there and I knock it out in one go, I'll put it in.
Nice.
I'll put it in. I'm like, I sat here. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen from time to time.
Okay.
A little TV special, whatever.
Yeah.
And actually, something probably to kick things off here that I am kind of weird about. One would be like, why do you do it sometimes but not other times? Well, Phil, I'll explain it to you.
I don't even know what you're explaining.
I have a couple of stand-ups. I watched a couple stand-ups.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to get these out of the way because I probably remember the least about them. They were so long ago. But they're on my index card. However, if you were to go back through my movie log, you would find a handful of stand-up specials.
Now that
Now why the fuck?
now assuming that they're all like hour-long specials.
Yeah.
Typically.
Yeah.
Even more weird, because then it's like, I can understand if you watch like a 30-minute special of someone like not wanting to write that down, but you write down like their main like hour-long ones. Right. But then to even then still be choosy, it's like, I'll add Dave Chappelle stand-ups, but Kevin Hart goes here.
Well, now Kevin Hart is one where he has a few that would make the book. Yeah. Because how I differentiate Philip is if their stand-up special has played like theatrically, I will count it. Or if it is like very long, like very like a feature length stand-up special, and they got little bits and bobs, like, hey, I'll put it down. I'll put it in the movie log.
That makes sense.
It earned the movie title. So, that being said, these motherfuckers are on my index card. So, I watched Sebastian Maniscalco's new one called It Ain't Right. And I had my laughs. I'm a fan of Sebastian. I don't know if you've ever watched any of his stuff.
The most I watched was the previews for the latest stand-up.
Oh, for that's new. Yeah, that's funny.
So I was like, seems like it could be funny.
Yeah, I have to say,
it
is one of those things like when you watch comedians age. Sometimes and you've been like kind of watching them through the years, and they're obviously getting older in their own lives and everything, and how their material changes. But sometimes it's also how it doesn't change.
Sometimes you are who you are,
and sometimes you're like, should it maybe change? Is this bit getting a little old? I kind of felt that a little bit this time around. I mean, I do recall laughing quite a bit. It's been long enough now. I don't remember any like specific jokes or anything.
Yeah, but
I remembered enjoying it. But I do remember getting that like tinge of like, what was that? What was that one Dane Cook one? Was it Isolated Incident or like? Maybe one after that.
I think it was the one after that. Because Isolated Incident wasn't too bad.
Right.
But it was the one we watched, and we kind of just both looked at each other like, oh, it was just a little cringy.
Yeah. And
I don't remember what the fuck it was called. That's how much I don't remember it.
Yeah, so that one was good. But on the flip side, somebody that I've been getting a little more into, like with his podcast and stuff, is Stavros Halkias. He's like a Greek dude, and I mean, he doesn't have like an accent and stuff. He's like American of Greek descent, but like he really owns it. And actually, old Stavi baby will come up again later in this podcast. Yes,
I can't wait.
But yes, his special Fat Rascal, I believe on Netflix it was. I watch it because I've been seeing a lot of his podcasts where he does like, it's called Stavi's World, and he does like almost like a you call in. What is it? Like an advice show. I was gonna say help, but like an advice show. You know, like people calling, they're like, "Hey, Stavi, like here's what's going on," and they tell some like,
or you call like a love doctor or something.
Yeah, and like so he gives advice. But the thing is about like some of these people that call in, it's like the most like crazy shit. It's like the most outlandish shit, you know. And he you know, I like his style. He's sweet and sassy, but
nice.
And so yeah, I enjoyed his stand up as well. But yeah, we'll get back to the old Stavi later. Not much to say otherwise on these. Watch them, don't watch them. I don't care. Sorry for that. Bit of a limp dick opening.
I guess. No, it's okay. We'll get hard.
It's just a little foreplay.
I also, I guess, technically watched a stand up special of sorts.
Oh wow! Yours wouldn't have even made an index card.
I wouldn't even add it to a
Bet
list.
a fucking eye at it.
But I mean, and the thing is I watched at least a good majority of it. But it was like a Matt Rife holiday special.
Oh, okay.
That he was doing.
Yeah.
And my dad turned it on, and I got a few chuckles out of it. I mean, I think Matt Rife is funny. I don't always find him funny, I guess.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Well, at least I didn't find that one very funny. But no, it was fine. It was cool. It was a holiday spirit and all that shit. So,
right.
You know, but it was fine. But yeah, that was about the only stand-up that I really watched.
Well, last time we briefly spoke about a Very Jonas Christmas movie.
That is true.
And since that time, we've talked to several people, and I've heard other people say they're like, it's terrible. I'm like, oh my goodness. I didn't know there was such hate for this movie. I thought it was fine, holiday spirit and all that, like you said.
When you talked about it, there wasn't like malice. Like there wasn't like, oh, this horrendous fucking
It's a solid
movie.
6.5.
That's fine.
And that's a 0.5 with potential. It's like, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Especially for the holiday season.
That's all you need.
But why kill time defending the Jonas Brothers Christmas? We got movies to get to.
We do.
What do you got, bud?
And an index full of TV shows. So one of the first things that I watched was a little Uncut Gems.
Ooh, I like it.
I did. I rewatched it. I was trying to think of like a little callback way to bring it in, but I couldn't think of one. But I watched it and still enjoyed it. It's still just as upsetting as the first two times I watched it.
I know. I've been upset for years that Adam Sandler didn't get nominated for an Oscar.
The fact to like not even get nominated is kind of just disrespectful.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's his best work ever. But I'm interested. There's this movie on Netflix right now called Jay Kelly. Have you seen this?
No.
It's Adam Sandler and George Clooney.
I have heard of this.
And,
I just led straight to
and now the old Sandman's getting some awards buzz. They both just got nominated for Golden Globes for it.
Nice.
But he's getting a little Oscar buzz. And I'm like, this always happens, man. It always happens. Like Sam Rockwell is a good example.
Yeah.
I thought he totally deserved at least a nomination for Seven Psychopaths.
Yeah.
And he wins for 3 Billboards. And I'm just like, I'm just going to consider this like a back payment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of the same thing with Leonardo DiCaprio with Wolf of Wall Street and The Revenant.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, The Revenant's his best work. No, the fuck it's not. Did you see Wolf of Wall Street? Like,
are you sure you watched The Revenant?
Right?
Or did you watch the first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes? And then you might have something to talk about. But,
yeah.
But, I mean...
It wasn't a real bear, guys.
It wasn't a real bear, and it was a lot of extreme circumstances that I don't think anyone could live. But I'm not the biggest fan of the movie, so...
Yeah, right. Now we're just
shitting on things. But yeah, no, Uncut Gems was good, you know? I still think The Weeknd I was wrong in this situation with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
She probably could have just got out of there. But that motherfucker was pressing.
Yeah.
And then, so, you know what? So, like, I mean, she was like, we were just doing coke. It's like, you were stroking his cock. Whether it was through the pants or not, like, you were being a little, like, if he didn't show up, y'all probably would have fucked. You know? So, like, don't sit here and, like, we were just doing coke. No.
I blame that movie for my dislike of The Weeknd.
You know, I still want to see the
Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want to see that because I like the director. He did Waves.
Yeah.
And It Comes at Night. So, like, he's an interesting director.
Oh,
even if the movie doesn't land entirely.
I don't even know where to even find it.
I think it's because they don't want you to.
That's how it feels like. It should have been streaming somewhere at this point in time.
But I have seen, like, it has defenders. Like, you know, some people were like, hey, I enjoyed it.
I remember I saw a snippet of the movie, and it reminded me of something we did.
Something we did?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was pretty good. It was the... I can tell you off, Michael. I can just get into it now.
I'd love to hear it because I'm like, what the fuck is he
curious.
Talking about?
So apparently there's like a scene where fucking Jenna Ortega knocks out The Weeknd.
Uh-huh.
And it was pretty much like almost like damn near like the exact same setup. He was like, no, I'm getting out of her, turns around, clunk, and so like I was like, huh. Great minds think alike. It does work. But yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, dude, Uncut Gems. I feel like that's why I've been so excited to see Smashing Machine and Marty Supreme, because the Safdie brothers are split up on those two. One brother did one movie, the other brother did the other. And I haven't seen either of them yet. But Uncut Gems and Good Times are like two of my favorites.
Because you said Smashing Machine, and Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. I've heard good buzz about one, and then I heard not so good reviews about the other. So
which one?
Well, from just based off of people's reaction, like when the Smashing Machine apparently just did not do very well, and people have not really said any. I heard like people like, oh, you know, this is, you know, one of The Rock's best performances and stuff like that. But then like the movie came out and it just bombed in the box office, and I don't feel like I ever heard anyone ever say anything about it.
You know, a box office bomb doesn't necessarily.
It doesn't make it a bad movie,
right?
But I know there's also already people like talking about Timothée Chalamet like winning an Oscar and stuff like that. Yeah. So there's I guess they could have said the same thing about The Rock, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It's almost that time. They did both get nominated for Golden Globes, so
who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? It's coming up.
It is coming.
I'm excited because it's like that time to like start catching up on all those types of movies.
Yeah,
and I always do enjoy it. It's always a fun.
I still need to watch The Brutalist.
Fucking A, me too.
So goddamn long.
I know. I don't have a week to sit down and watch The Brutalist. Is the problem. Anyways, do you want to get another one in there?
I can, I guess. A TV show that I watched. I added it. It's right there on my list. I watched Alien Earth.
And how was it?
And you know what? I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And you want to know why I think that is?
Why is that?
Because it had like barely anything to do with the alien.
Really?
Yeah. It was more about the synthetics than it was about like the actual like xenomorph itself.
Huh.
But yeah, interesting. I can't wait for to see if they get a season 2 or not.
Well, I'm excited to check it out. I heard good things.
So yeah. I won't get too much into it, but yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time.
Nice.
That was cool.
Picking up a thread from probably last time, I continued with my Charlie Brown holiday specials.
Oh, I think you did say you were going to do that.
Me and the kiddo. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, obviously.
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving. It's been so long now. I have nothing to add on this. It's a classic. It's a classic. And then
I'm sure you've seen it. If not, at least watch it.
I'll just, truth be told, I didn't even write down Charlie Brown Christmas. It was on, but I didn't watch it enough to write it in my book. I was like, I would feel like a liar, and
you don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. And but it's always a great vibe. So this is just the little Charlie Brown Christmas music playing in the background. It's like, I don't need to tune in, but I can if I'd like. I feel like they're always a little more mature than I remember them being. Like these kids are really pondering some stuff sometimes.
Yeah, they're really thinking about life in ways that really some adults don't even do.
That motherfucker goes to therapy.
It's crazy.
Pays a nickel for it. So yeah, I'll get those out of the way real quick. I also, something that we kind of talked about last time, we were talking about like showbiz documentaries, like stuff like that. Well,
sure were.
I thought I was gonna watch a lot more of those than I actually did.
Oh,
I guess technically I watched 2, but really it was just this one, and that was Being Eddie. The movie about Eddie Murphy.
Nice.
I liked it. It reminded me how much I love Eddie Murphy. Yeah. It's just like, and it was very interesting. Like, because I guess I never really perceived it this way because Eddie Murphy has been big since we were kids,
He's been big since before we were born, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Also would be somebody whose stand-ups would be in my movie log.
I'd probably get crucified, but never seen them. Never seen Raw or Delirious, is 2 that people are always like,
yes,
you need to watch this.
Well, I watched Raw for the first time, I think in 2020 or 2021, around that time, and it was 100% one of those that when I watched it, I was like, how did this never how was this never a thing for us? Like all the stand-up you and I used to watch, like we got so into it, and like I like to think we watch some of the older stuff sometimes too, like, or we're at least like aware of it or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely have gaps. Like I haven't seen a lot of George Carlin. I had only recently seen Richard Pryor. That shit was funny too.
Yeah.
But like, the Eddie Murphy Raw, I was like, how the fuck did we never see this? I was like, it's so good. It was so good. And they really don't do it like that anymore. Like if something like that came out today, you best believe they try to cancel the shit out of them.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like I said, like we lived through so much of this, and we're very young, and it's like I didn't really realize just like the impact that Eddie Murphy had on the industry, like for black entertainers in general. And it's like, and he's got some bangers up his sleeve too. He's got his own dramatic roles as well, just like Sandler.
He even has a hit song.
They got into that too. They got into his music.
I remember the first time someone showed it to me, and they're like, "This is Eddie Murphy," and then we watched the music video. I said, "No shit!" Like if you would have told me that was Eddie Murphy, I was like, he could have came out with a whole fucking album. Right. Like, god damn.
But yeah, it was very enjoyable.
I guess. Since we're talking about Eddie Murphy, one thing I can add, it's not on my list because I didn't finish it, but I watched a good majority of Shrek.
Nice.
The other day.
Nice.
So that was fun. I was watching my niece, and so we put on a movie, and she immediately fell asleep, and so we were on Peacock, and so I was pretty much stuck on the couch, so I was like, well, I can't move. And so Peacock loves to just autoplay.
Right.
Like, right after it's over. And so Shrek was the next thing in line. It's like, fuck it. I guess we're doing this. And so, yeah, I watched most of it. It was pretty much to the point where I think Shrek found out about Fiona turn into an ogre at night or whatever.
The whole stretch.
It's pretty much like they were almost to meet up with Lord Farquaad for the wedding day. So I mean, I was pretty much there, but then my mom and dad came home and
they said no more Shrek.
Like, fine, whatever.
Usually the autoplay, I don't like it, but strangely enough, the only time I don't really seem to mind it too much is when I'm watching like DreamWorks movies on Peacock.
Yeah,
because it's just like banger after banger, and
you're not gonna hit a bad one.
I've seen parts of Trolls 2 the last like couple months because of that.
Nice.
Like we were watching something else, and it ended, and Trolls World Tour just started playing. I'm like, this is fine. This is totally fine. Although it did do this stupid thing, like back when I was watching this one kid, we watched a lot of Shrek. And so it's like you're watching Shrek, it ends, and it's like, all right, auto playing Shrek 2. Well, yeah, because that makes sense. Shrek 2 ends, and it's like
Shrek 4.
We're like, yeah, Shrek 3, here we come. And it's like auto playing Shrek. I'm like, what?
We just watched it.
It's just like telling you don't need to watch the others.
Do you want to watch it again?
There were 2 great ones.
I love you, Daddy.
But that is one of the best jokes in the entire franchise.
Yeah, it was like, what, the third one?
That's the 4th one, I believe. Yeah.
Do the roar.
The classic, bro.
Yeah, so... Oh, Arthur. Wasn't that whole...
Arthur was the 3rd one. See, but that's the point. That's why it only replays 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get anything mixed up with those 2. You know those 2 movies, but 3 and 4, what the fuck happened in 3 and 4? Things. Hell, you might start talking about it and be like, that's Puss in Boots. Like,
that's, and that's, you get a slippery slope. And then they made like 3 of those.
At least 2.
At least 2. At least 2 for sure.
2.
I could have swore they did 3.
Donkey. Well, speaking of the Eddie Murphy documentary, he talked about Donkey's going to get his own movie here soon.
Soon? You should have done that 15 years ago.
He was like, fuck it, it's my documentary. I'm going to just tell everybody what I'm getting ready to do. He's like, I'm going to be the new Pink Panther. I was just like, oh shit. He's like, I'm the Inspector Clouseau and the new Pink Panther. I'm just like, he's just letting it all drop right now. He's like, and this is happening, this is happening.
That's wild, crazy man.
Yeah, crazy man.
Is it my turn?
Hey, it can be.
I guess you did Eddie Murphy. A movie that I watched was Divergent.
Okay.
Oh, this definitely requires a pee. I forgot about that whole scene. First time ever watching it. It was fine.
That's the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Never seen him.
Miles Teller was in that one. I don't know if he's in the other ones because I didn't watch them. I don't think he would be. Yeah.
I know there's like a decent amount of people in those like that are now bigger now than they were when those movies came out.
I can't remember. What was it?
Shailene Woodley?
Yeah. I've seen probably...
Waylon Shudley?
I've seen a lot of her stuff.
Yeah. But Divergent, how was it?
It was fun. Yeah. It was a good time. I was hanging out with someone, so there's some distractions from time to time, but for the most part, I mean, I watched it pretty much from start to finish, so it was cool though. I mean, it was setting up the rest of the series, which I feel like, I don't know, I think Divergent's like one of those like franchises that just I don't feel like get a whole lot of like reception sometimes.
I think it might be fair to say underrated.
Yeah, I know people say the first one's good and then the other two are just whatever.
Yeah,
that's kind of the general vibe that I get from it. I think my sister read the books.
Yeah, well, because I also feel like there's this time period where it's like, you know, Harry Potter was coming to an end, but like the Hunger Games, I feel the Hunger Games is like one of them that like really made it out the gate, like as far as like the new fantasy young adult thing. But like then they tried to hit it a little too hard, I feel like, and they just like put out a lot of shit like the Maze Runners and the Divergents, and like there's all these young adult like fantasy adaptations.
Yeah,
that they were like, oh, we can franchise the shit out of these, and like, you know, like the Maze Runner movies, I hear great things about that series. It's got its fans, but it's definitely underrated compared to the others and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know shit all about Divergent other than like the people that are in it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much just like the general like gist of it was pretty much like it's like this world where like
you have to be this.
You get chosen.
But I don't want to be this. I want to be this.
And then there's like some people who
diverge from the path.
Well, no. I mean, I guess technically yes, but there's like, oh no, there's something like with their blood that makes them different, and that's what they call divergence, because they don't like belong anywhere.
Gotcha.
Kind of is like they're dangerous to the powers that be and stuff like that. So
right.
I mean, it was fun. It was a fun little time, but I'd be curious to go back and watch the other ones. I'm not gonna be seeing the person I saw it with anymore, so I'm gonna have to find a way to watch them. But so now it just made it a lot more difficult. But I'll persevere.
Let's see here. What? I'll do another TV show.
Cool.
Because then I feel like I got a little cluster coming, and if I'm not mistaken, I think you and I share this cluster, a little trilogy of films.
Maybe.
I finished season 1 of The Chair Company.
Oh yeah, you did talk about that. I think the last episode.
I had been kind of, mentioning things here and there because I'd been watching. Finally came to an end. I don't know, man.
You don't know how I feel
I don't know because it's like I don't mind a cliffhanger,
Yeah.
But like this almost felt like either this is really just how they ended this show, which is very possible because it was stupid as fuck, and like because like the show itself is like it's for anybody that knows Tim Robinson's humor. It was like in some ways it was very similar to his movie Friendship with Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Just because it's like you don't know whether to scream or laugh. Like you don't know what's like it's like it feels like something bad is going to happen at any moment. And it's taken so seriously, but at the same time like shit's just so silly sometimes that you so absurd that you just like can't help but to laugh. And like I definitely found humor throughout the whole show, and I liked the performances. I liked the dynamics between like his little family and stuff. But like most of all, like week to week, I was excited to watch The Chair Company because of like this mystery.
Yeah.
At the the center of it. There's this conspiracy. He goes to sit on a chair during like a company event, and the chair breaks underneath him, and it makes him fall back. It embarrasses him in front of everybody, and then he goes down this rabbit hole, believing that this was done to him, and he starts looking into this chair company, and there's this just crazy conspiracy just like unraveling, and you're just like, is he fucking crazy? Or is he really on to something? Because like you're really just like, are these all just like coincidences, and he's like just taking him at face value, and he's like, oh my god, this is connected to this, and like, you know what I mean? But,
right.
And like I really got swept up in the mystery, so I was really hoping for like a resolve to the mystery at the end. And like, do you plan on watching this show?
Not anytime soon.
Well, if you're gonna watch it, I won't tell you how it ends, I guess.
Okay, I mean, you can if you want to. It's not gonna hurt my feelings.
Because maybe, I don't know, maybe it will help your experience if you know like where you're going,
right?
Because there's something when the chair breaks in the first episode. There's this other thing that happens where he like when he falls backwards, the way he falls, he's looking right up the skirt of this woman he works with. Well, so like later, like a little later on, this woman files like a claim with HR over it, and everybody keeps like it keeps coming up throughout the show, and he's just like, I don't know why we're making a big deal out of it. Like, you know, it was an accident. I just felt, and they were like, yeah, but like, you wouldn't have like done something to the chair to have like, you know, so that you could look up so scared. Like, it's like, I'm sure there's nothing to it, but you know, we just precautions. We're going to look into this, you know, and it keeps coming up, and like, he keeps running into the woman, and it's like very like, it's always very weird, but it also seems like she's like into him.
Right.
Is the thing. Like, and she was almost like kind of implying like, I kind of liked it, you know, that you, and so at the very end, we finally get to this grand finale of the show, and there's like this weird looking dude that he like follows to like this like to his old high school, I think is where he goes, and he's like, why did you bring me here? Like, who are you? What are you doing? And like in one swift, like literally like within a few seconds, a little bit of dialogue, and the show fucking ends on this guy being like, I'm so-and-so's like husband, like the chick.
Yeah.
And it's like basically something happened in high school between the two of them that like made her really into him. And she did this whole thing. Like, that's what it's like.
That's the implication.
And that's the implication there. So I'm like, okay, either they really just ended it this way, and they were like, yeah, you know that silly little subplot that's been going on the whole time? That's the answer to all of this. Like I said, it is very possible. But I do know that there is going to be a season 2. And the way that it ends also kind of feels like, oh, they're almost like, there's more to this, but we're not going to give you the answers. And it doesn't feel like a cliffhanger. It feels like I've been strong. Like I was going to watch season 2, but now I feel like I am strong-armed into watching season 2.
Now you have to watch season 2.
It's like there was absolutely no closure to it. And I was like, I was really with you guys. I was here every week, you know, like
I was already a fan.
I was really riding this, and I'm like, I just feel like I've just been fucked with all of a sudden, and I don't know how to feel about that. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I ended up landing with it, but it was a fun ride.
Hell yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just mention things that I haven't finished.
Hell yeah. I got a lot of those too.
I watched. I feel like I'm trying like to fill in time, and I don't even think it's necessary. But,
I don't think it's necessary either.
I did watch it, the first half of the second season of The Last of Us.
Nice.
So that's been a fun ride. I started with my dad. We watched like the first 4 episodes.
You seen season 1?
Yeah. Yep. And then because we were trying to find something to watch, and he's like, we're going through movies, and somebody's like, "Wait, have you seen this? Have you seen this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen all of these." And so then we're like, "Fuck it, let's just put on The Last of Us," and so we did, and then we didn't finish it. I was really hoping that we were gonna get to knock it out before I went home, especially like with staying a little bit longer because I was supposed to leave originally Friday.
Yeah.
So then we still had a whole extra day, and we went to start it last night, and about halfway through the episode, I look over and he's just passed out on the couch. I was like, "Oh, I'll just pause it for him."
KO.
But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. It won best adaptation at the Video Game Awards.
Nice.
So I know people have been raving about it when it was a thing, like when it was coming out. So
yeah, I still haven't seen any of it.
It's good. It's good. If you like the game, then I definitely think it's worth checking out. I know the last time we talked, you said you're having a little Pedro Pascal fatigue, so maybe give it some time, I guess. But but he does a pretty good job in the show. So I mean, that's one of his better. It's not just a throw-in.
It's funny you bring up the Pedro Pascal fatigue because I actually had a thought about this, the overexposure to like certain actors because of another movie I have coming up. But what people aren't having a fatigue on is Josh Brolin. Run it. He's been in so much shit this year. And nobody has said a damn thing about it. He has. You know, he has been in a lot of fucking movies this year. He's been in a lot of movies for the last few years, and nobody says a goddamn thing about being sick of Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
I'm not sick of Josh Brolin.
The only thing that I can think of that I know that I watched him in was Weapons.
I know I'm forgetting some, but there's Weapons, and he was in the new Knives Out movie,
which I haven't seen,
and that's the one I got coming up later. A little sneak peek for you.
Nice.
I know he was in other movies this year.
I'm sure.
I can't think of what they were, but I'm just like, this motherfucker's in everything this year. And nobody's saying a damn thing. So it's just like, well, what does that say? What's the answer there? Why is that the case? Does he have the sauce? Is that what it is? It's just because it might be.
Maybe
it might be because I feel like for me, at least he like it feels different. It doesn't just feel like I'm watching Josh Brolin over and over and over.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think part of it too. I think the reason that what like causes so much fatigue sometimes is like the absolute like love and admiration that like everyone else seems to be holding for some of like these people. I'm just like, they're fine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but it's
they're the people of the moment.
Yeah, you know, I'm just like, I don't think it's like the...
And they're like fucking inescapable. Is kind of what you're saying. Like Josh Brolin, you can get away from if you're not watching a Josh Brolin movie.
Right.
Pedro Pascal, Jenna Ortega, sometimes it's like you fucking turn your head. Oh, there they are.
There they are. Another one. They fucking took DJ Khaled to heart.
Yeah.
Jesus. But, I mean, that's also like the studios too and stuff. They're like, oh, well, we know we have a hot name. Let's just... Yep. People will come to watch our shit if they're in it. And then it's like, that only works until it doesn't.
Right.
You know, so...
Too much.
We'll see.
See.
We shall see.
We shall see. Well, I got one more show. I'll leave the rest for our second part.
Let's see if there are any more shows. I might knock out the rest of the shows that. Well, no, because if the 2-part is what I believe the 2-part is gonna be, I'll save that show.
Okay, you should.
I should.
You should. So I watched, Belle and I watched a show called All Her Fault.
You know what? I watched the first episode of that last night, and then part of the second one.
Well, it's good.
It was good. I fucking was sitting there, and I was fucking, my eyes were watering. Within like the first 10 minutes, I turned to my mom and said, "What the fuck did you put on?"
Right? What do you got me watching here? I feel like this doesn't happen with me like a lot lately, like outside of like, shows that are like IPs, like the Marvels and the fucking Star Wars and shit. But like I saw they put that like up, they put the landing page on Peacock with like the trailer coming soon, whatever. And I click on it, I'm watching, I'm like, damn, look at this cast. Love me some Michael Pena.
I was happy to see it when he was
You want to know something? This show definitely didn't make me like him any less.
Okay.
It maintains, because as I don't know how many times watching this show I said out loud, like I was literally like rooting for Michael Pena. I'm like, because he's Michael fucking Pena, like he's gonna get the job done, and I was just like really rooting for him. I really enjoyed his character.
Show.
You are gonna have to watch this show because
I started it now. Now I have to finish it.
It was one of those things where like I was getting a little worried of like, is this going to be a show that feels like it runs a little too long? Like, is this going to be one of those shows where like, again, you're kind of along for the mystery and it's not going to land? Yeah. And because I think it's interesting because it's like some parts of the mystery, like they're just handing you the pieces. It's like they're pretty upfront about like who takes the kid, like the main mystery. Like, they're pretty. So like how the rest of it unfolds is very interesting, especially when the trailer is like it's one of the people in this room, and it's just like, oh well, okay, like it's one of you motherfuckers. Like who is it? So of course you got your main suspects like the whole time, and you're trying to work it out or whatever, do your detective work. I loved it. I love Dakota Fanning, Sarah Snook, who plays like the main mom, was really good. The guy who plays the husband, the father of the kid who gets kidnapped. Yeah. I don't know Peter. Yeah, I don't know the actor's name, but he's got to quit playing characters like this. He's got to quit playing assholes, because like if I ever met him in life, I would just instantaneously not like him, because like
assume asshole.
He has played like, it's not just like, oh, this character's kind of an ass. He's just played some downright nasty characters that you just like, you can't like them. Like you love to hate them.
They won't let you.
And he's a little too good at it. He's got, matter of fact, I was at Walmart the other day, and like in the men's section where they've got like the big like little, the ads with the models on them and shit. Yeah. He's all over those. And I'm like walking through Walmart like, you motherfucker. I don't even want these shirts anymore. If you're wearing these shirts.
If you endorse these and I don't.
Like, God, he just plays such a dick so well.
Burn it to the ground.
But, yeah, no, I all the performances, like I said, I love Michael Pena in this, but I always love Michael Pena. He was a big draw to me. Like, when I saw him and Dakota Fanning, I'm like, oh, I think I might watch this.
It was so funny, as I didn't even realize it was Dakota Fanning until you said something.
Yeah. It's weird to see her play a mom, for sure, but it's like, well, I guess that tracks. I'm a dad. you know, so I guess I'm still adjusting to that. But, yeah, dude, I fucked with it. I do. You need to finish it. We can dive a little deeper.
We will. I'll make sure to next month when we record in January. I'll make sure to February, I guess, because it's almost January now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so we'll see you in March.
Definitely. See, oh God, I hope not.
God,
there's a list of 50 movies I've watched in the past 3 months.
Super quick reviews.
Oh God, or that you'd have to put like a 12-hour slot and be like, all right, all we're doing today is recording. You better get your drinks and get your snacks. But
all right, well, what you got next?
So next, I have some Shin Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla.
Yes, I was finally. It's been a struggle for me to watch this movie this year. It's been a whole process. It was playing like the one day, like the 4K release or whatever, and it was at the AMC, which I'm not a fan of going to. And so I was like, you know what?
Which we can get more into later.
And then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna go see it. I think I did something else instead. And then I had a coworker who, like, from what I understand, is he bought it off of Amazon so I could watch it. I'm just like, you don't have to do that, but I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. And then and so then apparently his dad threw it away. I think is what
How does that happen?
his dad's old.
Fair enough.
So I don't, because he said he looked all over the house for it and he could not find it. So the only conclusion that they came to was that the dad must have accidentally thrown it away or something. But then it was on HBO Max, and I finally watched it.
Finally,
and it was, I enjoyed it. It was different.
Okay.
I will say that it was a unique look at Godzilla as a monster.
Well, I guess I could see what you're saying. Because of like some of the shit they do with him as like with the creature design, like some of the shit he can do.
There is that. They had like a whole like metamorphosis type process.
Yeah.
He normally Godzilla is just Godzilla. They made him into like, well, it's like the best way that I described it of what this thing looked like. It looked like a turkey with like no fucking legs.
Yes,
it had like the big and then he's just like kind of just like dragging his body. I was like, what is this? And then eventually he starts evolving is what they said, and then and then he turns into Godzilla, and he had some cool powers. He had one where like his tail could also shoot out like the atomic rays, I guess. So it was cool. So like he'd blow up a bunch of planes all at once and stuff like that, and I don't know, it was fine. And then they had to find a way to stop him, and they stopped him, and it felt like they wanted to set it up. Well, it felt like they were going to set it up to like potentially do like a sequel off of it or something like that, but they did not.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I definitely need to rewatch that because I watched it when it first came out. Oh, he remembered a movie. I told you you would. I told you you would.
Movie.
I watched it when it came out in like 2016. I was working at Family Video when it dropped, and I rented it, and I just remember thinking it was boring as fuck. I'm like, this is like watching fucking paint dry.
What was this?
Shin Godzilla.
Oh,
that's how I felt when I originally watched it. Now, granted, this was before I started like really diving deep on old Godzilla.
Yeah.
I feel like I would probably have a much different appreciation for it now. That was also like 10 years ago, so I definitely think I would have a better appreciation for it now. But I'd be curious to go back to that.
I enjoyed it. I feel like it was dubbed on HBO Max. And I just prefer subs.
Oh yeah.
With it's like just like with foreign films in general, but definitely Godzilla. It's like it's just right.
I've been wanting to throw on Godzilla recently because like there's just something to me that's like very like relaxing about it.
Don't.
Yeah, like I love having it. Just kind of just on the especially like the OG, just having the black and white, just like just especially on a day like today, all rainy and shit. Like I could go in there right now, turn on Godzilla, and just snooze. And that's not as a slight, of course.
I have a dream of smashing toy tanks.
Just fucking. That's funny.
Kick a rock through a building.
Oh yes, his favorite. His favorite. Nothing Godzilla hates more than when you hit the rock back.
Oh my god.
Pisses him the fuck off, dude.
And then starts stomping around.
Now I'm really excited. I definitely I gotta cure myself of my Star Wars fever and catch me the Godzilla fever.
Hell yeah. The Monarch Madness.
Monarch Madness, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Or actually, probably more appropriate, Monster Madness.
You know, yeah.
Because Monarch's pretty new.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of fucked to use Monarch as the fucking, like, face of the Godzilla history.
I wish I could think of a kaiju.
Mothra?
Well, no. I'm just like a kaiju this, instead of monsters.
A little kaiju cold?
Yeah, there you go. With a K.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll pull like a
kaiju curse?
Ooh,
that's a little harder to cure.
That seems just scary. I am burdened with
kaiju.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. A little different. I feel like I prefer my Godzilla to just be Godzilla. There's times where we start to fucking take certain liberties with Godzilla that I mean I forget. I let Shin Godzilla was fine, but even the singular point, I'm just like, don't even put Godzilla's name on this, you motherfuckers. Like, don't disrespect him like that. I don't like it. I had to force myself to finish it.
I am excited. We definitely got to do a big old Godzilla thing, because at the time we were doing our Godzilla marathon, we weren't even close to doing this podcast. So.
No. This was in talks of doing a podcast.
Which is why we were doing the Godzilla marathon.
Yeah, and then I went banana jamma.
Yes, you did.
And fucking watched...
Too many. And I said, I don't want to do the podcast anymore.
You said,
You're too fast. So
I don't think... Maybe what we do, like, Alien versus, like, Alien and Predators, and I watch all of them, like, you know what, maybe we just talk about movies that we watch. It's like, fine. I'm trying to be proactive over here.
You're like, I watch all the Godzilla and all the Alien versus Predators.
And then we don't fucking talk about smack shit, right?
A little history of the podcast for you. You know, on a similar note, a little secret for the fans. In case this happens again, of a circumstance where we got a long hiatus, I found some bonus episodes, Philip.
I
found some bonus episodes to maybe drop at some point to satiate the hunger.
This is a holiday surprise.
It is a holiday surprise.
I didn't even know we had bonus episodes of anything.
I didn't know we had them either, but I found them from a times past when we were trying to make this happen a different time. Because even before Godzilla,
was it the audio logs?
We had a couple audio ones, but we did a video one as well. There's like just like I wouldn't even say a handful, a pinch, if you will, a pinch of bonus episodes, because it goes farther back than Godzilla. We tried post PCP to get it going, I think.
What did we do post PCP?
This. But like beta. It's like beta version of this.
God. I don't remember it. That's how long ago it was.
That's your Phil and Chase Watch Everything intermission.
Hell yeah.
Fun facts for you.
Nice.
Shit, I don't even know what we were talking about.
We were talking about Godzilla.
Yeah, and you prefer him to just be Godzilla, and we're excited to do more Godzilla. Yeah. And yes, Godzilla is very rooted in
it's hard to fucking find. Like I've watched pretty much all the ones that are like
readily available.
And now I'm getting into and I'm like at such a tight little
it's an investment
window.
But it's an investment I think I'm gonna make to add them all to my collection.
I mean it's just the best thing to do.
It would definitely be worth it.
I mean, because I even looked up to see how much it would cost to rent it. Because I thought I was on Godzilla versus King Ghidorah or Ghidorah, however. I'm pretty sure it's Ghidorah. But, anywho, I already watched it. I was watching it, I was like, wait. And then I was like, yeah, no, I most definitely have seen this one. And so then I went to watch Godzilla versus Mothra in like 1992, And cannot find it. I went to rent it and it was like $15. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to spend $15 to watch it either. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure something out about how to watch them. But I would like, because I'm so close to just having all of them, just the whole series just done, and that'd be one I'd be happy to say that I finished
for sure. It is a wild ride. It is one hell of a franchise.
It's crazy.
It is, and I love it for being so crazy. All right. You want to move on?
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to a trilogy.
Oh.
That we both partook in, which was the Avatar movies. Oh, that's what I did right
there. That's another one I did right there.
Oh, look at you, remembering everything. I told you it happened.
God, I'm just gonna put 3, 2, 1 as if we're going into action.
Beautiful. So yes, I rewatched the first 2 Avatar movies in preparation for the third, as did you. And then you and I went and saw the third one, Fire and Ash, in the old IMAX. First Avatar, I was always very critical of since it came out originally. I was never really that big of a fan of it. I shit on it a lot, but come whenever that was, 2022, I think, when Way of Water came out, I was willing to change my mind. I was willing to be like, okay, maybe, all right, you're making a believer out of me.
Right.
Because that IMAX 3D goes a long way. It really does. I will say, however, though, now having watched all 3 of these, it's not just the IMAX 3D that went a long way. Way of Water is still my favorite, for sure. But then I probably... Oh, Train. Hey, you know what has a train in it?
Was it the second one?
It was the second one.
I thought so.
Just one more reason it's the superior.
Because they ambushed it.
They sure the fuck did.
And that's when the boys come down there when they weren't supposed to. And
for the first time.
All fucking Marine Corps fucking Jake Sully had to be a tough ass on him and scream at him. As he did for fucking 2 more movies, essentially. But, I enjoyed it. I feel like I liked the third one. I had fun with it.
I liked it. I definitely liked it, for sure. I liked a lot of the stuff they added into the world. Like, it's fun watching this world, like, I'm a sucker for world building, you know?
Yeah.
As will be very apparent in part 2 of this podcast.
And world building James Cameron has done.
Yes. I did see something recently where it's like if they didn't like meet their box office or whatever, like James Cameron is basically like, listen, if it comes to pass that we don't make 4 and 5, I will hold a press conference and tell you all what was going to happen in those 2 movies.
Right. Yeah, because I heard if the second one doesn't do good, I'll just wrap it up on the third one. He's like, if it does well, then I'll do 3 more.
But I still, I'd heard that, like, with this third one, like, he made it in such a way that, like, if this is where it ends, it's like, at least we wrap shit up.
Yeah.
And
you can have somewhat of an ending.
And it to me, I was like, okay. I was like, I'm satisfied. You know? It's like, sure, we could dive deeper into some other stuff. I heard from Sigourney Weaver that the 4th movie, like, she's the narrator as Kiri or whatever her name is. So it's really like her movie. So we dive a little deeper into that, which of all the things is probably the thing I'd like to dive deepest into. And I also hear that, like, if he sees it to the end, that, like, they're trying to bring it back to Earth by, like, the 4th or 5th movie. So I'm also curious, like, what that looks like. And
the space people won't stop it unless you destroy them.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. They're going to fucking. Here's the twist. They get there, release xenomorphs.
Oh, that would be
crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Avatar 5 is just alien Earth. Fucking. But it just didn't quite live up to Way of Water for me. There's absolutely no way of us knowing this. I'm sure there is if we really wanted to fucking do the research. But they've been playing this movie in like high frame rate at some places, and I don't know if our screening was that way, but I did feel like something just felt off this time around about the 3D. And that's how I felt when the only other high frame rate movie that I know that I saw was The Hobbit way back when in 3D.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember that also looking just kind of weird.
From what I know about movies in high frame rate, that it's more challenging than I think the payoff usually is.
Yeah.
Because the Gemini Man was also high frame rate, and then
because like stuff. When I saw Way of Water in IMAX 3D, I'm like instantly transported. You know, I'm just like jaw on the fucking floor, like, wow, this is cinema. This is fucking crazy. This is a movie experience. I am on Pandora. This is wild. And I felt that way the whole movie. This one starts, and immediately I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. Like, it's like, you know, I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, it just felt really off. Like, and at first I just chalked it up to like what they chose to open with them like flying around like that. And then it kept going, and I'm like, it's still there. And I feel like at a certain point, because the movie's so goddamn long, I just adjusted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do, because like I remember, because even like when I first started, and like they were flying around, and there's just like a lot of quick movements and a lot of like back and forth. It just like, it was a little disorienting where I'm just like, what the fuck is like, I was like, I feel like the whole goddamn room's spinning around me right now. Like, yeah, but yeah, I mean, the movie does slow down a little bit for like certain aspects of it too. Because I do feel like when we got into like the combat and stuff like that is when I felt like like when I really felt like something was more off. I don't know if it was just because of like the 3D, because I don't watch a lot of 3D movies to begin with.
And that's what made me wonder if we saw a high frame rate version, because I heard one of the guys I watch on YouTube was talking about the high frame rate and how specifically the action sequences were just disorienting.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt that same exact way. I was just like, what the just you know, just like, my God. It didn't feel as immersive as Way of Water did, and from what I hear, the original as well. Yeah. So I do wonder if it was that high frame rate, you know, gamble they took.
Yeah. It's possible.
It's possible.
Maybe they'll just go back to the standard frame rate.
Yeah, maybe you guys can just quit fucking around for 2 seconds.
Yeah. Let's just, you already, I just saw something, I think it was yesterday. I haven't really gone on Facebook today. About how Avatar is like the highest grossing trilogy of all time.
I mean, that makes sense.
Bastards to be on Star Wars.
Yeah.
Fuckers. Now they need to fucking release thank God the 50th year anniversary is
right. Yeah.
So
I was gonna say Avatar's biggest contender against itself. One was James Cameron himself with Titanic.
Yeah.
But also Endgame was the other one.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you knew this, but they're going to re-release Endgame in September before Doomsday comes out, with like a new little post-credit scene that like goes into Doomsday sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're coming back for the belt. I'm like, they're coming back for the belt. They're like, I'm not gonna have this shit, because Avatar did the same thing. Endgame beat them out.
Yeah,
Avatar re-released in theater, took the fucking, and I'm like, I love to see it.
It's just a back and forth to see who can.
Yeah, James Cameron. The Endgame's gonna take the belt back, and James Cameron's like, this will not stand.
This will not stand. Now we're having like a movie marathon special.
Right. All the Avatars in IMAX. All going towards just one of the movie's box offices just to get it in front of Endgame. Sons of bitches. You'll never catch us.
Ugh.
But something I learned about the movie, I didn't see it brought up for the longest time. I did finally see an article about this the other day. But the chick that plays the leader of the Fire Clan, that actress is Charlie Chaplin's granddaughter.
I have been saying stuff about that.
I was like, because when we first saw it, like I came across that information and I was like, I just, not that I feel like it's a necessary talking point. I just was surprised it hadn't come up more often. Yeah. But yeah, it did eventually. That was kind of neat. I did like the addition of the Fire Clan. That was cool.
She was probably my favorite addition.
Oh, for sure.
To everything.
And I like how Quaritch's character is developing.
Yeah.
Where they're keeping him the villain, but also they're doing something else with them. You know,
I know you said you had a little bit of
it did just remind me of a
little bit of beef that you had with the third. But my thing is, it's like I felt like he was that way even throughout the whole second movie too. Like anytime his son was involved, he's like, okay, I'm gonna drop everything that I'm doing and that's what I'm focused
yes
on.
And no. I feel like in the second one it had it was definitely there. You could tell that he clearly he's got feelings for this kid. And but at the same time there was still that air of he's just using the kid. He could drop this kid in a heartbeat and there's going to be some heel turn at any given moment. But the third one I feel like definitely pushes that farther. Ooh, which also reminds me of something else that we had not talked about, but I got to remember to bring that up. I like how he is kind of becoming a bit of an outsider himself.
Yeah.
Because of this. He almost kind of found his own Na'vi clan with the fire people.
He started dressing like them and and everything else there towards
that the fire Na'vi.
Yeah.
That's strange. He's fucking.
It was they like destruction. I like destruction.
He's into it, man.
Yeah.
And she was into it too. I remember what was that very first time he shows her how to fire that gun and she pulls him into that tent. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Guns get
people
excited.
So yeah, that was a cool factor. Yes, my beef with it was it almost took me out of the entire fucking movie. Because they do that so close to the beginning. He's got them. He's got it in the bag. But it's almost like they were oh, that's right. This has to be 2.5 hours longer.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to do something. And I don't know.
Plus the kid did just save him at the end.
Could you not have done a run through the jungle scenario with them? Could you not have had them captive and played a little bit of the I'm taking you back to this camp, but maybe along the way I'm going to become a little soft. Could we not have gone that route? I don't know.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's just you got him. Oh, my son's in danger. Oh, everything's good. Oh, your family's here. I'm out. And he just goes back and then to be well, we got to come up with a plan to get him and all this shit. I'm like, bitch, you had him. You had him.
Yeah, but then
you couldn't have been a sneaky bastard and set off a little beacon or something for some. I don't know, 100,000 different ways it could have gone.
Oh,
it bothered me for a majority of the movie, but I got over it. In some ways, I kind of felt like it was almost his flick a little bit. That character, I feel like there's a different focus on every movie. But the other thing we did not talk about, there was a scene that was definitely the most heartbreaking this time around. You cried.
I did cry. Not even just a squeaked out tear. It was full blown. Eyes.
I heard you. I had to look over and go, oh, yep, he's crying.
Yeah.
For me, I did not full blown cry. It did get me emotional. It got me teary eyed. But here's what held me back, Phil, and here's what we didn't talk about.
Let's hear it.
And I was so glad to hear somebody else say it in their review because I'm like, okay, I'm glad it's not just me. Because I also felt this way in Way of Water. The actor that plays Spider, I don't know has any business acting.
Because I understand.
Especially in that scene, I feel like I I let it go. For like everything else. I just chalked it up to like, okay, whatever. All of his bros and dudes. He's literally like the only human with all these CGI characters. Like maybe that's, what it is. No. Nope. That's not what it was. Because in that scene, I'm like, I'm sorry. Are you pleading for your life? You're not crying. You're not even, you're doing something with your face. I don't really know what it is, but it's just like, I felt like the way they cut it together was meant to bamboozle me because into being emotional, just because it's like, I thought he was going to cry, but then it's like, he's not crying. And then it's like, but like he very quickly accepts his fate. He's like, right, Dad? And I'm like, it's like, well, you're saying all the right things. And that's making me kind of emotional, but your face isn't really doing it. Honestly, it was more Sully's reaction and what he was going through, and fucking Neytiri's reaction, and like,
yeah.
But I'm like, Spider, dude, you gotta get your shit together. You're in $1 billion franchise. You can't do this.
You can't do this.
I was like, I don't know how they allowed it to get so far. Like, oh, we auditioned hundreds of thousands of millions of kids, and this is who we ended up with. It's like, well, I'll audition 100,000 million and one, just to be safe.
Damn.
Well, it was bad, and I don't say that often. I don't say I do not typically be like, oh, that was bad acting, but that moment. That was some glaring shit. That was like, that was hard to ignore bad acting. Only because it is $1 billion franchise. I'm watching this bitch in IMAX 3D. I'm here. I'm in it. I'm part of it. And I'm right here. I can reach out and touch you. And it ain't good.
It ain't good. I want to strangle you.
I want to smack the shit. You know what, Jake? Do it. Just do it.
I'll kill him for you.
You motherfucker!
Yeah, I mean... Even, like, I guess besides that scene, I didn't think much of it, but I just let the emotions sweep me away. But there are other times where it's just, like, he just kind of just upsets me.
Spider?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know, even, like, when, like, even, like, him just shit-talking and stuff like that. It's just, it's kind of just, like, nails on a chalkboard a little bit.
Oh, yeah, he is like, kind of an irritating character.
I was just, like... I want to like it, Spider. I really do.
Yeah. Spider's like that kid growing up that has like ADHD, and it's like he means well, and you love him, but it's at the same time you can't stand being around him. He just annoys the shit out of you.
Yeah.
That being said, I can't think of the son's name right now, and I feel like this was kind of his journey.
Yeah.
In this one.
What the fuck was his name?
My thing is, just listen to your fucking dad, dude. Like, okay, you do it once, you do it twice. Well, my thing was, you did it for one whole movie, and your brother fucking died.
Yeah.
You were told. You were told. And exactly what you were told went down. And, okay. There were a few times, like, okay, you're not listening to him. It panned out real good for him.
It did.
In the long run. It was his own journey. But I was getting to a point where I'm like, motherfucker, it was kind of like really being in the room with my dad. Just fucking listen to him.
Yeah.
Why are you arguing with him? Why are you riling him up? Just fucking listen and just like...
Right. Well, it's the same thing when it's like, stay here with the kids. And then I got him not even a minute later. He's like, all right, Spider, you got this, right? And then just didn't have his comms, which he just got yelled at about. Like, it's just like the little shit like that where I'm just like, bro. And then, and then his actions always have consequences. He's gotten more than one person killed because of I mean, granted, they probably would have had to fight anyways, and so who knows what would have happened,
right.
But yeah, no, he gets brothers killed. Yeah. I feel like the one thing that I felt like almost took me out of the movie the most was like Natari being so hateful towards like Spider and shit, like in the beginning. Like, I understand her son just got killed by humans. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you married someone who was a human. Like, I mean, it's just like you have kids that have human DNA in them. So it's just like...
the thing where, like, in an interview, Zoe Saldana said that Neytiri is a racist, you know?
Well,
like,
I mean, I get that.
Well, like, yes, but, like, where I'm going with this is, like, what I read in this article was, like, apparently there was backlash for her saying, because, of course, we live in the backlash era.
Yeah.
But she said that she was racist, and people took issue with that. And I saw people responding like, yeah, God forbid there's some character development. Like, God forbid there's some flaws in a character to make them interesting. But no, interesting to hear that that almost took you. But I do understand what you're saying, because it is kind of. I feel like a lot of this movie. Now I'm like, did we like this movie? I just feel.
I did. I mean, it was 3 hours long, so there's always going to be a little bit to nitpick,
right?
But I don't know,
because I feel like a lot. But one could say that's Avatar's whole thing. Is like it is dramatic. It really is like a soap opera on a grand scale.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is fitting with her character. She's been trying to get a spider since the second movie.
Yes.
She was like, he doesn't belong here.
Yeah, but he's Spider's like, yeah, he's all right.
He's family. She's like,
my family's dead. I don't want this.
My family's 10 feet tall, not this little boy.
Right.
But, so I don't know. I mean, but, I don't know. He always meant well.
Yeah.
So it's just like, how could you, I mean, I get that sometimes you might want to throttle him, but you grew up with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew him since he was a baby,
right?
Like, I don't know, I don't know.
Well, that was my kind of thing too.
It's like, at what point, like, are you still holding like fucking this like small piece of hatred towards this person that you let around your family all the time? Like, I guess that's just kind of what.
No, I feel that because I kind of felt that too, even in the second one where I'm like, what's it going to take for you guys to just be like, this is our adopted son's spider? It took nothing at all for Kiri. Like,
or any of the other siblings. They're all like, he's family.
Right.
Well, he's not.
Well, I mean, like, because Kiri was adopted.
Yeah, well, yeah. But that's because she looks like the rest of them.
Oh, yes.
You know, so...
Which I do stand by. I think that might be Sigourney Weaver's best role. It's definitely very intriguing watching a 70-year-old woman play a 17-year-old alien creature thing. You know?
Honestly, you would never even know.
No, you really wouldn't.
Doesn't even sound like a 7-year-old woman.
And on a different note,
let's hear it.
It's something I considered watching a different movie. I would consider myself a Kate Winslet fan. I love me some Kate Winslet. As do you.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of bangers. And I found myself asking this question, Philip. Does Kate Winslet have the most cinematic tits in history?
Does she?
Just because I feel like, you know, it's like, I'm sure there are people who are nude more often in movies. But I feel like hers are always like these, like, it's like, why are all the Na'vi flat-chested? But, like, you got pregnant Kate Winslet over here with the big old pregnant Na'vi titties for some reason.
Is that who that was?
In IMAX 3D. You know, but, like, also Titanic, you know, PG-13 movie.
Still got him in there.
You know what I'm saying? Like the reader, literally the entire movie, she's naked. You know, it's just like
now I have to watch the reader,
and now I'm just like, is it the classiest, most cinematic tits in history? Perhaps there's an argument to be made there, because it's never distasteful. You know, it's always done with class.
She's a classy lady.
I haven't seen Little Children in a long time, but I'm willing to bet that there's Kate Winslet nudity in that film.
Yeah, who knows? I'm sure there's people out there that know all about that.
Oh, I'm sure there are people who absolutely have an answer to that question.
But
big old yay or nay.
We'll see.
And on that note, I can close out Avatar. Do you have any other Avatar thoughts?
No.
Oh,
I don't think so. I enjoyed it. People asked me what I thought of the third one. I told them I saw it. I was like, well, if you like Avatar, you're gonna like it. If you enjoy what they're doing, then you're gonna enjoy this. It's not like I don't think it was. I'd probably put it.
And I feel like that
I'd
was
put
part
it
of my
second.
disappointment.
I'd put Avatar at my bottom at this point.
100%. Yeah.
And
I think that was my problem.
Not that like Avatar is even necessarily bad,
but there was a big leap from Avatar to Way of Water.
Yeah,
and like I feel like, and it makes sense because Fire and Ash is just a continuation of Way of Water. It's just like one big movie essentially, and so it kind of makes sense that there's not such a big leap. But I feel like I was hoping that there would be. Like I was looking to be.
Yeah,
wow.
Because that's kind of how like the first one was, or like the start of the second one was like, okay, you know, well, and here's everything that you missed. Here's like fucking over a decade worth of time. Like we have so many kids now. Like I bring peace to Pandora.
I'm that guy.
You know, but. Yeah, so it was cool.
Yeah.
Fun. So should I go?
Yeah, go for it, bud.
I feel like I'm going to jump out of order a little bit, but it's for a reason.
Oh.
So I watched Borderline.
Okay.
And so isn't that Sigourney Weaving's like... Are they not related whatsoever?
No, not so ever.
Interesting. Do they not share the same last name?
No, because one is Weaver and one is Weaving.
Oh. Well, then I didn't even need to jump out of my way to talk about it. But anywho.
But we're here now.
So I watched Borderline.
Starring Samara Weaving.
Yes. With no ties to Sigourney Weaver. My apologies.
Other than the SW Weave situation.
Yeah, I mean, there's some similarities.
I get it.
It was an honest mistake.
I see where your head was at.
And then whatever Jack Nicholson's son's name is.
Ray.
He looks like a Ray.
Cray Cray Ray.
And Cray Cray Ray he is. I enjoyed it. I know you recommended me to check it out, I believe. And if I'm not mistaken, you also watched another one of Ray's movies that when he was like dating someone. Yes. And it was like the toxic relationship. Yes. And so when I originally put this on, I got the two confused.
Okay.
And so then I'm just like... I was like, this is just bananas. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I was like, oh, this is the other movie.
Well, let me just tell you something. If you think that's bananas, the other one is more bananas. But on a different level. Like, yeah. Almost
I'm assuming that's going to be more of a grounded bananas versus crazy bananas.
Yes, yeah.
You know, so...
Yeah, because this guy, I feel like this character was a lot more fun as far as his craziness went.
Yeah. It was a decent time. It was crazy. I did enjoy Samara Weaving's performance.
For sure. She's always fun.
I thought she crushed it. I don't know, sometimes I felt like they turned the camera on and told Ray to just, like...
Be crazy.
He was like, what do you think your dad would do in this situation? Because there's
remember when your dad did The Shining? Could you just, like...
Well, because there's, like, the scene when he's getting ready for the wedding. Mm-hmm. And it's literally just, like... You know, the camera's as if he's looking into the mirror. And then it's him just making, like, facial expressions. For, like, literally, like, 2 minutes of just, like... Big smile, frown. He's raising his eyebrow up. I'm just like, well, I was like, what? Like, what are we doing here? Like, yes, I think we all get the idea. He's fucking crazy. Like,
you should have put this at the beginning.
He stabbed dude like within the first like 5 minutes of the fucking movie.
Yeah, which was wild.
And then he got shot in the head.
Also wild.
And then still lived, which was the craziest part.
Kept coming. Which it's
probably gonna be his last. It's definitely gonna be his last performance. I'm pretty sure. The dude that played the security guy.
Oh, why?
Oh, it was like ALS. Like,
yes, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Because I was talking to one of my friends. I was talking to my one of my friends, and she's a big Grey's Anatomy fan. So I meant, and she also liked Euphoria too, and so I mentioned that he was in this movie because I know that she likes him, and she's like, "When it come out?" I'm like, "This year." She's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, it says 2025." She was like, "Well," she's like, "Well, he can hardly even talk anymore." I'm like, "Oh." I was like, "Well, I'm sure they filmed it a couple years ago, and it's just now coming out." But so thinking about that, I was like, "Damn, it's crazy."
Not a bad one to go out on.
No, I mean he was the hero.
He really was.
And he took a fucking beating. But that movie was just crazy too, because then there's also the fucking like. What was weird about it is like it was funny, but sometimes I felt like it almost was trying like just a little. Just like, I don't know, like sometimes I just felt like it's like some choices that they made, I'm just like.
Like they're trying too hard to be funny, or they're trying too hard to be goofy. Like serious?
Well, no, just more goofy than the serious. Because then there's like the whole thing with like the cop doing his little fucking performance on the side of the road and stuff. Like they'd always just like take these like little moments. So same thing like with the mirror scene and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I get it, but it's like. I don't think this is all necessary. I mean, overall, I enjoyed it, but
for sure, I feel like it was a refreshing movie.
Yeah,
just given, I don't know, it was just nice. It was just a nice little jolt of something different.
One scene that I didn't like the first time, and I didn't even watch it the second time, and it's even on the fucking like the little preview, where he hits her head into the door and then like licks his thumb and like. Smudges the blood. For one, the sound of him like popping the thumb out of his mouth is gross to me. And then the fact that he does it is just gross in and of itself. And then the fact that he didn't even clean up the blood, he just smudged it around. Like it's still there. Like it's so. When it came around the second time, I was like, I just looked at my phone. I said, I'm not gonna watch this again. And because I watched about 2/3 of it. I was about an hour in. I only had about like 30 minutes left when I fell asleep the first time watching it. So when I watched it last night, I just restarted the whole thing. I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll just rewatch the whole thing. So I overall enjoyed it. Some things a little silly. But like you said, it was refreshing. Yeah. Not something that you see every day. Apparently, we have a train. So.
Oh, you heard that one from way off. You're ready for that train.
Yeah, I always have like one ear out, listen for them.
Weirdos trains.
But there is a train in Divergent. Heck yeah. That's how they
get around.
Gotta get around. So there's trains a couple times.
Gotta take them trains.
So cool,
Heck
nice.
Yeah. Well, another one I know that we share. Which is it's fun because I feel like we've come full circle on this since the beginning of the year, and that was Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair.
Yes.
God, you were like nervous. Oh, thank God, it's that one.
I was like, is there more movies I forgot about?
Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. Just previously on Film and Chase Watch Everything. I watched Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 at the beginning of the year. And I'm sure we even talked about how, will we ever see the day that the whole bloody affair sees the light of day?
And it did.
And holy shit, we did. It did. It finally happened. Unfortunately, had to go to the AMC to see it. Boo.
Boo.
As usual, sour experience at the AMC. But movie-wise, enjoyable. You know why it was enjoyable? Because I enjoy Kill Bill. And it's still Kill Bill. Same movie, except with slight differences.
Same movie, except different.
Honestly, and I have to say, it really is like one of those extended cuts that, like, I know we kind of talked about this, like, after the movie was over, that, like, I feel like I would probably prefer to sit down and just watch Volume 1 and Volume 2 back to back, because I feel like everything that they cut out made total sense to me. I totally see why you cut this out of the original cut. The biggest one was the the extended sequence in the anime. I can't even think of what's his name. Pretty Ricky, I think is his name. The whole Pretty Ricky sequence as Ricky. I mean, it was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was cool. It was super bloody, gratuitously so. Yeah. Like, even by Kill Bill standards, I felt like. But like, it makes total sense why that was cut. Like, that definitely feels like something that, like, let me hit the bonus features and watch this on my own time. Because it just kills the pace. Like,
that's something.
Oh, damn. Talk your shit, Train.
Damn. I almost don't know if I should do a second train just for how loud this train's being.
If you got a second
train. I have
buddy.
Trains.
You only watch
another one that I was looking forward to because I've never seen this done with trains before is in Shin Godzilla. They they have kamikaze trains that they launch at Godzilla to blow up.
Fun.
To I think distract them. Nothing ever really works against Godzilla, but it's always fun to watch. And at one point, they like launch all the trains, and you just see a bunch of trains going on the tracks, and just start blowing up. I'm like, that's fun.
That was fun. But yeah, it just like it was fun. Totally killed the pace of the story.
Yeah,
because if I'm not mistaken, that's when they like cut away from like the wiggle your big toe situation.
I believe so.
And, like, you know, in the original cut, it just kind of, you know, it goes by a lot quicker. Yeah. And then we get back to the now wiggle your big toe. But that Pretty Ricky sequence does go on for so goddamn long that it's just like, okay. You know, by the time we get back, we're like, oh, yeah, that's right.
It was damn near like an extra, like, 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. It could very easily just be a short film, like on the bonus features.
Yeah.
Seeing the Crazy 88 sequence in color, again, it's like, it's cool. Like, this whole experience was cool. Like, I'm glad we got to do it. I'm glad we got to see it in a theater. Like, I really am. It was a great, you know, other than your little buddy sitting close
crazy.
To you.
Which reminds me, I have something else to bring up once we're done talking about Kill Bill.
Okay. We, like, the all of it was cool, but, like, it definitely felt gratuitous. Like, this is the most gratuitous version of this movie, for sure. And there's just certain things that, like, I kind of like that it's in black and white. Like, because, like, having just recently rewatched it, there's something about, like, when it cuts in and out of the black and white, it adds like an extra layer of cool to the movie. I think. Whereas this just feels like a blood orgy it's just silly. That go, you know, like I feel like it almost helps kind of pace it out a little better when it cuts in and out of the black and white. And then same with like, okay, well the intermission happens at pretty much the point where you would be switching volume 1 to volume 2.
Yeah.
And again, the only difference is volume 2 starts with like her driving in the car being like, I'm gonna kill Bill, like just kind of recapping the events or whatever. And obviously they don't have that in this. I heard somebody say before we went and saw it that when you watch them separately, most people unanimously usually say that like volume 1 they like more than volume 2 because it really flies by. Like it's a lot more faster paced than part 2.
Yeah.
But I heard this one review talk about how watching it in this way, volume 2 seems to go by way faster. And I agreed with that. Like watching it this way, I definitely was more into part 2 than I was into part 1 because of the changes, I feel like. As one like coherent movie.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I dig this.
You know what? We almost didn't get to see part 2
because of some AMC bullshit.
So AMC bullshit.
Step out to smoke during the intermission, and we come to walk back inside, and all the doors are locked.
Yeah,
and the employees are cleaning inside. And we're like banging on the doors, and they all have fucking headphones on. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. And the two of us and one other guy, we almost missed the entire second half of the the flick.
That would have been crazy, though.
I would have been pretty upset.
I definitely would have been upset.
But
this is a whole experience that I only get every so often.
Right, like this like of all the things, like it's got to be this. Talk about how lucky we are to just have finally seen it. But yes, we did manage to get back inside, and
yes, there was someone sitting next to me that I felt like was just a little too excited.
That motherfucker loved Kill Bill.
For Kill Bill, he was talking to his friends. He was like playing drums. He was moving and grooving.
Yeah, well, every time I saw him acting that way, it always seemed because he was like so into it. Yeah. Like he always seemed to be reacting to whatever was happening on the screen, and like, but yeah, I saw his air drums like when the needle drops had happened, when the action scenes were happening. He's like, oh, you know, he's like in it, like practically shadow boxing. You know, I'm just like, homie, we're all happy to be here. Let's just chill.
It was a little bit of a distraction, but nothing compared to our experience at Avatar 3.
Yes,
where we literally had. I'll just call them a couple.
Yeah, 3 hours of them just
like literally like
talking
the whole time. There might have been. I'd be generous and give them 30 minutes of movie time where they weren't saying anything.
Yeah,
it was crazy. It's like once the action picked up, the chick would like literally start screaming over this. That's like dog. Like,
and in the IMAX. You know, where the sound system's just like
this is like fucking it's like one of the first showings of this movie, and you're gonna sit here and it wasn't like it was just us and them. Like there were a lot of people there, and they just like the whole time just talking. I was
crazy. Yeah,
I almost said something on so many different occasions. Younger Philip would have.
Yeah, I
was like, no, we're here to enjoy a movie. As much as they're trying to not let me.
Yeah. I have, lately when the conversation of the state of movies at the theater goes, whenever that conversation comes up, I have been thinking about it, our experience going to Kill Bill, because it's not like there was only a few of us there. I mean, there is a decent amount of people there.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's also... for the most part, it seemed like a younger crowd too, which surprised me. And it's just like here they're trying to push this like message that like young people aren't going to the movies anymore. Yet they showed up for a 4.5 hour long event to see it in a theater.
They were from 6:30 to 11.
Yeah, dude, that shit was wild. Especially to have done that back to back practically with Avatar 3.
Yeah.
God. We might as well get it out of our system. They need to drop a re-release of Brutalist, and we can just go knock that out while we're at it.
Yep, and then maybe we can go see that Killer of the Flower Moon.
Which, it's funny you bring that up. I did not watch that, but I almost had when you gave me the Apple TV login. I'm like, all these things I haven't seen that I want to watch, and all I can think about is rewatching Killers of the Flower Moon for like the fourth fucking time.
I've only seen it once.
See, I watch it a lot that first time, and now that there's been some time since those viewings, I'm almost kind of feeling the same way about it that I did with Silence a little. I feel like Silence hit like hard the first time I saw it.
Yeah,
but like there's that sense of like over time, Silence is really like embedded itself into me. Like Silence is a fucking masterpiece.
I don't care what anyone says.
No, I'll fight them. And I feel like I wouldn't put Flower Moon up on that pedestal per se, but like it's had the same effect of like over time I'm like, I really fucking enjoy. Like it had an effect on me.
Yeah,
for sure. There's like some stuff there that I'm like, I really enjoyed this movie.
I feel like I would definitely enjoy it going back and
falling asleep.
Yeah, watching it again.
What a rough part of American history.
Yeah, sad that happened. I guess you just did the Kill Bills. I guess did any more on Kill Bill?
No. Not for me.
Okay, well, I think.
What about you?
I feel like it's been such a long time since I watched like Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2. It'd be hard to say. I felt like I didn't mind like the crazy 88 scene being in color. I'd be curious to rewatch Volumes 1 and 2 and then rewatch the whole bloody affair. Since you did already watch it earlier this year, it was a little bit more fresh. I haven't seen Kill Bill in like probably been close to a decade, if not longer at this point. So a lot of it, like even when we went and saw it, like there's shit that I forgot that happened towards the end that like completely threw me for. I said, yeah, with like the kid and stuff like that, like completely forgot all of it. I was like, oh shit. But it's just, I'd be curious to go back and rewatch it and kind of compare the two, I suppose.
For sure.
But other than that, no, not too much. The next movie that I watched was The Whale.
Oh, nice. How was that? I still haven't seen it.
It was good. Well, I felt like Brendan Fraser did good. I felt like the story itself was just kind of okay. Mm-hmm. But I felt like he did a good job. I thought it was interesting.
Did you cry?
I did. I did cry.
Yeah. It's
towards the end, the motherfuckers got me. I thought I was going to be fine.
Almost.
And then something happened, and I'm like, oh, here comes the tears.
Yeah.
And they did.
Yeah, I was thinking about that one recently because they've been putting out those actors on actors episodes recently.
Yeah.
And there was one with Brendan Fraser and Dwayne Johnson.
Nice.
Having a little chit chat, and they brought up The Whale and whatnot. I was like, I never did see that.
No, on HBO Max.
Well, I have to watch it.
No, it's worth checking out. Won an Oscar for it.
Hey, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I do see we do share another one. It appears.
Oh.
It looks like we both watch Elf.
We did both watch Elf, apparently.
Yeah. Elf is. I don't have anything to add to Elf. It's Elf.
No,
man.
Elf is Elf. I don't know. I know some people just like absolutely love it. It's all right. It's still funny. Like I'll still laugh at it, and it's a Christmas movie. But I don't know. I don't feel like I'm like it's Christmas time. Let me pull out Elf real quick.
Well,
I do watch it a lot.
A lot about like I always find it interesting how different people's Christmas movies are like growing up. Like everybody has their own picks, and I do fall under the camp of like Elf and How the Grinch Stole Christmas were like my two, like growing up. But as much as I still love both those movies, it's like I've watched them into the ground, especially Elf. Between those two, I mean I've seen Elf too many times. Like honestly, it was a courtesy writing it into my book because I half-ass watched it, But it's like I don't even have to be fully there to know what's happening. Like I know this movie like the back of my fucking hand,
Hi, buddy. Good luck finding your dad. I mean that's pretty much the same way. Like we were watching my niece and stuff, and so we just put it on. So I wasn't sitting there like fully engrossed into it, but it was on. We watched it, and we've seen it so many enough times where I just said, "Fuck it," I'll just add to the list. But I guess with you saying that, I also watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Nice.
Yes, I technically watched it twice.
Oh, so nice to watch it twice.
And I half watched it both times. But again, it's one of those movies that, you've seen it so many times where I'm just like...
You could quote it in your sleep.
It's still good.
Yeah. This is not pudding. Whatever.
You two are still alive? Like
that whole sequence is my favorite part of that whole movie. The jubilation.
I'm an idiot. No. You're an idiot.
Open up.
Oh no.
So funny.
It's funny to hear that Jim Carrey had to get like a fucking military specialist, like who like specialized in like
torture
to help get him through
the makeup process and shit.
But apparently it was like
it worked.
Apparently it worked, and apparently it was a fucking grueling process. He was not a fan.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, he did it for the kids. And we thank him for it.
Yes, we do every Christmas. Well, I watched Wake Up Dead Man, the new Knives Out flick.
Okay.
And you say you haven't gotten around to it yet, right?
Nope.
Well, I will say this. Well, did you see the second one?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen both of them.
I would say
Glass Onion.
This is my favorite.
Okay.
Of the three.
Okay.
But I solved the mystery very easily.
I think, we briefly talked about that.
Yeah, as soon as because you know how these movies go. You're introduced to all the suspects and the scenarios, and then you play detective. And try as they might, they tried to mislead me. But like as soon as I met the character that ends up being like the reveal at the end, I'm like, it's you. It is probably whatever the answer, whatever else happened, it's you. I just know that you are the culprit. And I was right, but I wasn't like disappointed that I figured it out so easily just because of how it plays out. I liked the cast in this one. Josh Brolin was a lot of fun as his priest character. I'm loving this Josh O'Connor guy. I loved him in Challengers, and I loved him in this.
Okay.
He was a lot of fun. I like him.
He's on your radar.
I see that he's going to be in that new Spielberg movie that's coming out, the Disclosure Day or whatever it's called.
Yeah, excited. I'm curious to check that one out.
For the Josh O'Connor. I'm still on the fence about Disclosure Day, but I'm here for Josh O'Connor.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it will be. It's Spielberg.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to come out with some bullshit. Plus, I like Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
She's fun.
She is.
It's a good time.
She's nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. But yeah, it's about all I can get into since you haven't seen it.
No, and that's fine. I'll add it to the list of things to watch. That one's on Netflix, so it might be a little bit more tricky, but I'll find a way. So one that I watched was Highest to Lowest.
Fucking A. How was it?
It's all right.
And that was the review that was gonna make or break it for me.
It was literally just fine. I mean, it was, I don't know.
See, because I've been hearing that, you know.
I felt like I would have expected a little bit more. I feel like out of a Spike Lee joint.
Yeah, well, it does happen from time to time.
It does happen.
And I was pretty excited for this one, but it was one of those movies that like barely got a theatrical release.
Yeah.
And I never got around to it, and then it went straight to Apple TV. I'm like, well, I don't have Apple TV. And yeah, it's been on my radar because I was like, oh shit, A$AP Rocky. I love A$AP Rocky. You know, like it's Denzel, Spike Lee. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is basically what I was hearing when it like came out. People were like, well, yeah, it came out.
There's one thing I will say about it is like, I remember when I watched that goddamn movie with Rebecca Ferguson and Idris Elba.
Oh, shit.
I can't remember what the fuck it was even called. It just came out a couple months ago. The little war movie.
Oh, fucking Dynamite.
Yeah, House of Dynamite. I remember that Angel Reese made a very brief appearance, but that made more sense to me, I guess, because they were like in Chicago.
Yeah.
But then, like, so, like, in this movie, like, Ice Spice shows up. And, like, because, like, it showed her, like, in, like, the opening credits.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was like, like, she showed up, she really said, like, one line, and that was it. I was like, why? Why even, for one, why even show up to do it? And then for two, I mean, I guess you're getting paid.
Not even the most surprising place she popped up in movies this year.
No, I mean, it made sense because he is a music mogul and she's a musician.
Well, because she's in that new SpongeBob movie that just came out. There's like an animated fish version of her in the movie.
That's funny. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe it's just her getting her feet wet into acting a little bit, or maybe she just really wanted to be a part of the project. I don't know, but it just kind of, I was like, if you're gonna have her, at least do something a little bit
nice,
a little bit more, instead of like, thanks, David King. You know, like, that's pretty much, it was like, they introduced her, she said hello, and then he was like, all right, I'm on, and then that was literally, it was like, it came and went so fast. But yeah, threw me off a little bit, but other than that, yeah, I mean, the movie was fine. It wasn't like it was bad. It didn't get over, and I was like, oh, I just wasted all that time watching that. But I don't know. I just felt like it just could have been a little bit better. But I don't know what I would have done differently
to have made it better.
Yeah, so.
Well, I guess you should watch the movie it's based off of. Because I know it's based off of a movie from the director of Seven Samurai. It was originally a Japanese film. I can't think of the name of it right now, but.
Well, if you ever think of it, let me know.
Hey, yeah, you know.
and I'll keep that. I need to watch Seven Samurai.
Yes, you do. Well, what do you got left, bud? Because I'm getting down to it.
4.
Ooh, just shoot a few more off.
Okay, and I've been struggling with this title for so long, but it's Anemone or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
With
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Sean Bean. It was just okay.
It's kind of what it sounded like.
I felt like, I don't know. I mean, it was fine, and there's like a sad moment, you know. Like, I'd put it as like a good PTSD type movie.
Okay.
In that kind of aspect. Other than that, like, I don't know. And it was fine.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like anything to like write home about, I guess. It was just okay.
Yeah.
I got over and I was like, huh, cool. It took me like 2 days to watch this. But yeah, there is that. And that's all I have to really say about it. Do you want me to do another one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I also watched Yellowtails.
Yellowtails.
It's a war movie. It had Jennifer Aniston and Toni Collette in it.
Interesting.
It was interesting. They both played mothers to these sons who were in the military. And then Jennifer Aniston's son goes missing. And then the other guy comes back because they're both from Virginia, I guess. Mm-hmm. And so he's kind of going through his, like, dealing with what happened in the war and stuff like that. And he's kind of struggling and stuff like that. And I don't know. I mean, the mystery aspect of it was intriguing. I was like, okay, cool. Like, what the fuck happened to this dude? Like, did he go missing? Like, was there foul play? Like what happened? And then it gave the explanation. Like, then it told you. And then I don't feel like it was a payoff enough for the movie. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, okay, so this happened. And it's like, and then this is the decision that they made to do. Like, I was like, why? Like, it just, I mean, to an extent it made sense, but I don't think enough to justify, like, what happened, I guess. And I was thinking about it. I was like, so you have Toni Collette in this movie, and you literally, like, did nothing with her. I felt like.
What a waste.
That's how I kind of felt. I was like thinking the same thing about Jennifer Aniston, and then I was thinking about it. And then, this might be a hot take. I was like, is Jennifer Aniston all that good of like an actress, really? Like, I'm like, because she doesn't really do a whole lot of like
drama.
Yeah. You know, it's usually like comedies and stuff like that. I was like, can she like really? Does she have the chops to do it? I don't know.
I don't watch the morning show, so I don't know.
I thought about it.
I know there's another one. I want to say it's maybe called Cake. That's like a drama, but it's like it stands out to me because it's like she doesn't do shit like that very often.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, that's just kind of like one of those thoughts that ran through my head. I'm like, huh.
Have to explore.
I was like, you know, I could see being disappointed about not using Toni Collette to her full potential. You know, but then I was like, and they just kind of have Jennifer Aniston in here, and she doesn't really
should have flip flopped them.
She doesn't really do anything either. I mean, it probably would have been just as fine. They both hardly had any fucking screen time. It was just like, okay, like you're gonna have these. At least with Toni Collette, I'm like, how are you gonna have her in this movie, and then her son pushes her head into the wall, and then like that was like the. And then then they have a conversation. Her and Jennifer Aniston have a conversation, and it's pretty much about the extent of
the movie.
Of their role in the movie, I guess. But it was fine. It was not my favorite, but there was that. So I do have two more.
Well, I also have two more.
Okay.
And you know, you said that wasn't your favorite, but this next one, it is my favorite. It's my favorite movie of all time, Philip. I rewatched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, nice.
The other day, we had a friend come over. She hadn't seen it, and I just got that collector's edition for Christmas.
Yeah.
And so we were like, you know what? It's due for a rewatch because it is my most viewed film in theaters. Saw it 4 times when it came out. Watched it, you know, maybe 2 more times like at home that year, and I hadn't watched it since. I watched it like 6 times in 2022 and I hadn't seen it since. So here it is almost 4 years later and going back to rewatch it. It's still my favorite. Like if I'm accurate, if this is my 7th time watching it, I'm 7 for 7 on just like the whole back half of this movie. My face is wet. It's just damp. It's like one of those movies that I just quit wiping my tears at a certain point because there's not a fucking point. It's like the people I've been watching who shovel their driveways while it's still just coming down with snow.
That's funny.
I'm like, this is stupid. It's just gonna keep filling up. But it's just such a fucking great movie. And it's funny because my cousin, who was not a fan of this movie, also rewatched it like around the same time we did. And so I texted him, I'm like, did you end up rewatching this movie? He said, still just as confused the second time. But he said he can appreciate like the directing and acting and stuff. And
nice.
It's like, I mean, that fucker swept. That fucker swept, dude, like crazy. Sure, it won fucking everything, you know? And it was just, it deserved all of it. It's just so unique. And I get it. Like, there's people who just, like, can't get past, like, the weirdness or, like, the multiverse stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, even the movie says, like, like, I heard the filmmakers talking about, like, their decision, like why is that how they can, like, jump through time or whatever. And they're talking about how like time travel movies and multiverse stuff, it's always so fucking convoluted and doesn't make sense. So they were like, well, okay, we'll just make it make no goddamn sense. Yeah. We'll just like go full banana sandwich with it. And
people loved it.
I love, and it's just such like an emotional movie. And I told, you know, my cousin when he was like, I was just as confused the second time around. I'm like, well, I cried just as much as I did the first 6 times I saw it. And he responds back, he goes, cried? Question mark.
What the fuck you crying for?
We talked about this before where like he's like, how are you getting emotional at this movie? I'm like, well, that just tells me that you really don't understand. That's what you're like. You truly are not getting any of this.
You weren't lying when you said you were confused.
Yes, because like I am so moved by this movie. It is just so beautiful, and I even warned our friend when she was over here. I was like, just so you know, I apologize for when I start weeping like a baby near the end of this movie. Because it's not like I make a habit of just crying around everybody all the time. So she sure as shit, that part comes around. I'm sitting over there in the chair, and I've got like my leg up in front of my face, and I'm like, I wanted to sob, dude. Like I was like holding my breath to like avoid my hitching breaths, and I'm just over there with like my face in, and I just have fucking tears just like streaming down my fucking face.
You shouldn't have to hide it. Bro.
And it's at that point with fucking Waymond, man. He gets me when he's talking about, it's like, this is how I fight and like all this shit, and I'm like, and I finally couldn't hide it anymore. Like I'd welled up too much, and I was just, it was too much.
I had all this sad shit going on.
I had to take off my glasses, and I'm just wiping my eyes. I'm like, this goddamn movie. And it was just like, oh man, it moves me so much. I really love it.
It's beautiful.
It really is. It's just a beautiful film.
Is that all you have?
Hey, what more could I have? It's the best.
It's
the best. What do you say?
It's everything.
It's the best.
It's everything you can want.
And that's how I usually explain it to people. I'm like, the title is not lying to you. That is exactly what it is. Honestly, it had been so long since I saw it that I forgot how fucking anxiety inducing the first 10 minutes of that movie is. Like how it's just like, it's chaos before things get crazy. Yeah. It's just like the day-to-day anxiety, the score, just like everything just feels like it's like moving so fast and everything is happening. And it's just like, oh my gosh. And it's just that movie's way of saying, oh, buckle up.
Do I have any siren movies?
Siren movies? I guess my next one, there's some sirens.
I'm assuming that there was some sirens in High Solo, so it would only make sense.
Yeah.
What
do you got?
I have another beautiful movie, and that was F1.
Beautiful.
I enjoyed it.
I've heard good things. Because I haven't gotten around to watching it yet, but I did see that, like, I was looking up the Oscar predictions the other day.
Yeah.
And they'll shift from time to time. And I saw that it jumped up into like the predictions for like a Best Picture nominee. Nothing else. But I was like, really? I was like, and then I saw it pop up on Dude's Top 10 of the year. And I'm like, I gotta fucking watch F1, dude.
Yeah. I would say of all the 2025s I watched this year, it's probably been up there as one of my favorites. I was watching it, and the thought occurred to me. I said, do I just love racing movies? Like,
you might.
I very well might, because I don't care if it's Matt and I'm terrible with names today. Christian Bale, or if it's
Ford versus
or it's
Ferrari.
Fucking Brad Pitt. Put a motherfucker in a car, and I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna watch him go.
Hell yeah!
And like, you know what I mean? Like, the story's, it has its beats. It's not, reinventing the wheel in any sort of way, but it was still, yes. And then, but it was still good. I still found myself, intrigued. I was like, oh shit. Dumb.
I started it, but I wanted the experience. Like I wanted to crank my fucking TV's sound, and like I really wanted to dive into it. And as soon as I hit play on it from the other room, I'm hearing Belle go, "What the fuck are you watching? It's so loud!" And I'm like, that's like the first like 15 seconds of just motors running. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's like damn near 3 hours of this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shut this off. I heard tornadoes are coming. We got any tornado movies? Either of us watch Wicked or anything?
No tornado. I do have a weather movie.
Oh.
That's next on my list.
Oh, well, just go ahead.
I watched The Great Flood.
The Great Flood. Don't know it.
I'm not surprised. It was just like a Netflix, maybe like a Korean flick.
Okay.
Yeah, me and my dad were hanging out, and he's like, well, let's just put something on. And so we were flipping through, and we stumbled upon it, and it's like, fuck it, why not? Let's just put it on. And I don't think Dad really seemed to enjoy it too much. I remember the first comment he made was like, "Why are there subtitles on?" He was like, "Oh." I was like, "Don't do that.
Don't be that guy."
So we listened to it dubbed. My favorite thing to do.
Yes. As previously mentioned.
And yeah, it was about like a great flood that comes in that comes and fucks up this apartment. And there's like a girl and her, I guess a mom and her son would probably be the best way to put it. And apparently she was doing some shit like with AI to like show like emotion, and she was supposed to like help restart the world or some shit like that. And so then I was like, I said, okay, this is kind of odd.
Well, you've already lost me.
Yeah. Well, that we'll just wait. And so then she like does what she needs to do, but she like apparently the kid was like an experiment itself, and so like they need the kid, and so she had to leave him. But then there was like
see, what's crazy to me is you said there was a flood.
The flood was a very big component of this.
You said there was something about a flood?
There was a flood, and guess what? And so then a little twist I was not expecting is
the flood was like, is this a bad time?
So like in order for like this program to work, she had to like find the boy or whatever. Okay. And so then now we jumped into like a time loop movie.
Okay.
So now it's just like she's just trying to, she like keeps losing the kid, and like she has to find him, and so it's just like a bunch of different fucking runs of her just trying to find this kid in order to save the world. And it was, I mean, I was intrigued. I would say it was actually pretty decent, as weird as it probably sounds with me explaining it. It was actually pretty decent, all things considered. Because at first I'm just like, I don't fucking know about this, and then I was like, you know what?
I'm still thinking that.
But I do love a time loop. I do love a time loop movie, and I was like, one I haven't seen done this way before. So I mean, it was fun. The flood was cool. The flood did keep happening over and over again. So, I mean...
Well, see, now that's cool.
Yeah. You know,
now I'm back in.
Yeah. So, it's just like the whole day of the flood just keeps happening over again. And she has to work through all these obstacles to try to find this kid. So, I mean, it was pretty decent. I don't know. I remember my mom came in at one point. Because she went to, like, the store and came back. And she was like, what the fuck is this? My dad, who fell asleep at one point, was like, I don't know. Another train. God damn, they stuck that one up on me. So there was a train in highest to lowest.
Yeah, hell, it's on the poster.
Yeah. Was it him standing between the two carts?
I think so.
Yeah. So, yeah. Nice. And I even have... one more in case we
one more train.
In case we need to get there.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully there's not another train that close to that train with just the one more that I got.
Yeah. Well, then I'll just throw it out. There's a train in Yellowtails.
In Yellowtails. Oh.
Yeah. Literally like...
more screen time than Toni Collette and Jennifer Aniston combined.
Damn near. Fucking. But no, it's just such a quick shot. They're like... just literally like they're in the water, and a fucking train like passed by, and like that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, my last one is Bugonia.
Oh, yes. And you can't even talk about it.
Yes, not to the extent of which I would like to. That'll be something for me to look forward to next episode.
Yeah.
But, Yorgos Lanthimos, probably the director I have the most interesting relationship with, I feel like, as far as his movies go. Ups and downs. I feel like this man challenges me as an audience member, and he has for a long time, at least since like 2015, 2016, when I saw The Lobster, is when this all started.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was a defender of The Lobster, I feel like, with the people I watched it with, because like I feel like I kind of got what was going on. I'm like, okay, it's supposed to be a comedy, and like the people I was watching it with was like, would not have picked up on that had I not said that.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, it's a very specific, like, dark, weird sense of humor. And it was fine, I wasn't like, crazy about The Lobster.
No, I wasn't necessarily blown away. But was funny though is like I do hear people say some pretty good stuff about The Lobster.
People do like The Lobster. People are fans. And then he did, I might be getting them out of order here, but Killing of a Sacred Deer was probably my favorite one, because then he did that after The Lobster, and that's what kept me on board. I was like, okay, like his weird sensibilities seem to really work with like a thriller in a way that it didn't for me with his comedies. Like,
yeah.
And I really fucked with Killing of a Sacred Deer, and then he did The Favorite,
which I have not seen.
And I was just meh on that one. But that's what kicked off him and Emma Stone's, working together.
Yep.
Becoming each other's Marty and Leo, or De Niro, depending on your era. But then he just started to kind of lose me. Like The Favorite, I was like, okay, I don't really know if I cared for that. I was a little on the fence with The Lobster. Like, fucking Poor Things is definitely when I checked out. I was like, I didn't even finish Poor Things. I feel like I need to go back and
yeah, that's one I haven't even attempted to watch yet.
I will at least give it the courtesy of finishing it out, because it was really starting to become like one of those things where I'm like, I just don't know if his movies are for me. And I was almost ready to check out. And then Kinds of Kindness came along.
Which I did see.
Which we both saw.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed Kinds of Kindness.
Yeah, because I told you to watch it.
Yeah, and I feel like it was him on his best foot. Like, the best of what makes him unique was kind of on display in that movie. And it's a unique movie. So I was curious about Bugonia. He's reworking with Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons again. I'm like, let's see where this goes. And I kind of felt the same way, where I'm like, okay, we're back in thriller territory. But the difference was, like, I feel like this time, hands down, his most normal movie to date.
Yeah.
And that, but the thing is, it's not going to be normal because of whose movie you're watching.
Right.
Like, it's only going to be so normal. You're going to get some weird shit with it, which you do. You get your moments of weirdness, but I feel like they were more isolated in a way that made sense. Like, I feel like whenever it delved into like some weirder shit, it was always more of like a kind of dream sequence sort of situation. But like, what the movie is about, right? Like, it's
pretty much about, from what I understand, like this CEO gets kidnapped by like this cult.
Oh, well, he's like, one can say he's a conspiracy theorist. And that's what makes this whole movie so intriguing, and also where I just don't know where I landed with this. Because this is either a movie that I really, really fucking enjoyed, or I didn't care much for, and I really I don't know. I really don't know. And I feel like, because I've heard other people say that this movie was very tense, like, to them. Like, and for me, it's a movie that felt like it was supposed to be tense, but I did not feel the tension.
Right.
And that was kind of my biggest issue with it. And that's kind of what left me wondering, like, did I like this? Like, because I just felt like I should have been more on the edge of my seat for this thriller, I guess. But to me, it's like, well, there's only so many ways this particular plot could end.
Right.
You know, it's like you got this guy who swears to God Emma Stone is an alien. And it's like, okay, well, either she's an alien or he's a nutcase.
Both are scary.
Yeah, and it's like to me there should have been a lot of tension there, and it just kind of wasn't for me personally.
I feel you.
And I feel like that kind of took me out of it, but the performances were great for sure. Jesse Plemons killed it. He was excellent. There was and Stavi Baby was in this movie. That's where he comes back into play. Because even he was like, really, you want me to be in this? But you know, Yorgos, fellow Greek man, was like, I want you in this movie.
Of course I do.
And his character was interesting, but at the same time, like I felt like it was one of those things to kind of give you like a little bit of backstory and insight into Jesse Plemons' character.
Yeah.
But they also never really dived that deep into it either.
Right.
Which is like, I feel like it just kind of is there so that they have a cop that shows up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They kind of like muddy the waters a little bit. Yeah, and that is probably about all I can say without you having seen the movie.
Well, I will, like, I think I said it last night, but I'll probably watch it tonight.
Yeah.
When I get home and get all settled in.
I want you to text me. I don't want to wait till we record. I want to hear what the fuck you think about that movie.
No, I'll let you know.
Yeah. But, that's Bugonia.
That's Bugonia.
And with that...
And that's been
we're going to close this
episode
chapter.
43 of Phone Chase Watch Everything.
Oh, yeah. Next, I guess we're going to have to execute Order 44.
Oh.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Peace.
Later.